Hey guys, I'm just gonna get right into this video. This is kind of like a life update, and just to fill you in on like why I've disappeared, why my Instagram is deactivated. I can't tell you the entire reason why, but I just want to kind of give you a little bit of a snapshot of what exactly I'm dealing with and what's going on. For legal purposes, obviously I can't tell you details, or I need to cross-check with some things before I speak. And it's really like devastating, what I've been going through. For months now, I've been isolating myself. I can say that I have definitely reached a point of like temporary insanity. Like I was really not okay. I had to like gather myself, regroup, speak to authorities in various places. I'm from Canada, here in UAE. And just try to feel safe, try to feel secure, and take care of myself physically, mentally, emotionally, everything. And it's really hard to come to terms with the fact that what I've been going through is a collective group of people who have been wanting to see me fail, wanting to see me down, take what I have financially, publicly, if you want to call it clout, and they've been using, their resources successfully, which is crazy to say that there's a lot of people that you guys watch that you think are great people on social media, or great people that you work with, or and it's like, it's been a reality check for me because it's far from the truth, and it's been really hard to swallow because I've dedicated 9 years, almost 10 years on social media, and I've worked really so hard, and it's been just like confusing for me that it's like I'm swimming, but I'm not moving. I'm just swimming in one spot. The reason why I felt that I was swimming in one place and wasn't getting anywhere is because I wasn't. There's a person who has been, and when I say person, I say it takes a group of people. They're working together. But I found out that someone was running ads on my posts. They had managed to hijack my account in such a way that I log in as normal, I post as normal, but they're able to run ads on my posts, essentially taking money from people for marketing, using my posts as one of their clients to show as a credible case scenario of me being one of their clients because the ad is showing my post. So it would have to be credible. It would have to be legit. The only thing is, they did that without my knowledge. So they were taking money for services from people, claiming that they're going to do growth hacking strategies for them to build their brand, build their business, be it universities, be it brands, other influencers that want to grow their following, pretty much anyone that wants to improve their presence online. And so my followers actually haven't grown. I noticed in my insights, and I noticed this from a long time back, but I didn't really understand, and I didn't put all of this together. Now, mind you, what I'm telling you is my own investigation, because I've had to investigate into things. And there's some clues here and there. So of past things that have happened, people who just do not want to see me do well, do not want to see me succeed. And I'll get more into that. And hopefully one day you guys will understand why and where that all started from. But I would say, it's been really hard to have my work, my ideas being stolen, my work being stolen, used for other things without my permission. And that person is having a living from my social media account, from my posts. They're earning a living, taking money from people for services, and I don't have my monetization on my account. So they've been earning my monetization and receiving money for services because I'm their client. They've spoken to Facebook on my behalf when I've called in saying that I think I'm hacked, I don't know what's going on. And then they would call in and say, this is my client, like nothing's going on. Now, this took an army of people for sure. And this is something that's still being investigated, but I just wanted to come on here because I want to make it known, or at least a smidget of what I'm going through, because I'm worried about my safety, honestly speaking. I've had paranormal things been happening. There was 2 days that I woke up in the morning, looking out my window, having my morning coffee, and I saw that a religious book in my house had moved on its own, like during the night or whatever it was. And the first day I just thought, that's weird, like maybe it's one of my cats, whatever, even though it doesn't make sense because my cats have never gone near that like windowsill that I would have my books at. So I found that strange. And then the next morning it happened again with another religious book that was in my house that I had. And that's when I thought, okay, this is really weird. Then after that, I was making my bed, I was putting down a new sheet, and I just like leaned over on the other side of the bed to put that corner, the sheet around. So, I put one hand down and reached over to put the sheet. When I put one hand down, I felt something wet, and I was like, what is that? And I looked down and I saw blood, fresh blood on my finger, on these two fingers. It was enough blood to cover my 2 fingerprints and still have like a lot on the bed sheet. And I like lifted up the bed sheet to see, like, is this real? Like, and it had soaked into my mattress as well. So I was like, this is fresh blood. So I started to like feel around, like, am I bleeding? Like, I ran to the bathroom to check, like, my teeth, my nose, am I having a nosebleed? Is my ear bleeding? Like, where's this coming from? And nothing. That being said, during that time was in the time that I was really like getting hacked. My screens were going crazy, profiles of people popping up. Around that time on my Facebook page, someone had left this comment and gave my Facebook page a rating. And clearly this is for some witchcraft stuff. All these details I hope to get into with you guys in the future, but I want to just let you know that, first of all, let me finish that story. So I grabbed my cats, you know, that were like elsewhere. Like, are one of them bleeding? Like, did they jump? Like, am I losing it? Did they jump in that spot when I was putting the sheet down? And there was nothing. Another morning I woke up and I noticed that one of my bookshelves had like shifted, like moved, like the entire thing. And again, never happened before. My cats cannot move an entire bookshelf. And even if they did, if they jumped on it or they did something, it would fall down. Like, it wouldn't just shift over. So anyway, I had a lot of weird things happening. This is after the fact of Googling my name because I was going through hacking. So I was checking my search multiple times, and I came across that there was a Frankie Leanne Everett when you searched my name, Leanne Everett. When I saw that, I was like, who's Frankie Leanne Everett? So I clicked on it and it brought me to my TikTok profile, showing all my videos, my profile, me, like that's all you could see, which I can insert here as well. And I was like, this is strange. Like, my name is not Frankie Leanne Everett. Like, what's going on? What are they trying to do? And when I say they, you guys will know in the future. Hopefully my story comes out. When I went to my profile, it was just so weird because, like, I immediately thought, like, who is Frankie Leanne Everett? Like, that's not my name. My name is Leanne Everett. My middle name, which I don't use, I never used in my entire life until I came to UAE, because you have to give your full name as per your ID, or even for verification purposes on Meta. So sometimes I would use Leanne Lynn Everett, which I would never use my middle name otherwise. So nowhere in the equation is there Frankie. It didn't make any sense to me. I searched on Google, who is Frankie Leanne Everett, and it came up, a missing 13-year-old girl, last seen in Wichita in the US. If you didn't know, Wichita is in Oklahoma. It's about 2 hours away from Tulsa, I guess. And I was like, that's weird. Why would a missing 13-year-old girl be coming up in my search? Okay, yes, if her name is Frankie Leanne Everett, why would a missing 13-year-old girl be going to my profile, even if her name is Frankie Leanne Everett, and this is true, she actually exists? Why would it be going to my profile and showing all my videos? And at that point, that's when I got like really, really, really worried, like really concerned. So I'll just move away from the light. I got really worried, and I decided to go to the headquarters of cybercrime here in UAE in Dubai. And that morning, when I opened up my Google Maps to put in the location of the police station, funny enough, of all places I'm going to the police station. And my Google Maps opened up and my location was Tulsa, Oklahoma. And I just zoomed out a little bit and I saw Wichita. And I was like, oh my God, like I really started panicking. I went to the headquarters to talk to them. I won't get into that right now. That night I slept with a chair at my front door so that I could hear the chair move if someone tried to come into my apartment. I was having nightmares. The anxiety, like I cannot explain the level of anxiety and stress, fear, panic, everything that I was going through, because I was also having, at that time, some random videos popping up on my YouTube suggested for me to watch. And I don't know if that's just God watching out for me, about trafficking and stuff like that, and influencers that like, you know, from BBC, and like different scenarios of people. And it hit me that, okay, I really need to contact RCMP in Canada, being a Canadian and being an influencer, because Canadian influencers were targeted in Canada. So I wanted to speak to them about that. And I confirmed that I'm definitely a victim of identity theft. My location in my devices, all my devices were compromised. The location in my device for Meta was showing like Lebanon, and that was like right before some attacks happened in Lebanon. It was actually also in the news that some kids were being like targeted in Lebanon for doing stuff on TikTok. I don't know. So I got so worried when I saw this, because I'm like, this just, all kinds of information started like swarming in, coming up suggested, and just pieces just kept on coming to me. Like it's almost as if the universe wanted me to put all these pieces together. And I really truly believe that I have God on my side, and I wouldn't be here if that wasn't the case. Like I started to lose my mind, literally. And I want to be very clear with you guys, because this is not over. Last year, starting in August, I was also targeted by somebody when I was going live on TikTok. That person is now wanted. They were basically a scammer, tried to fraud me, gave me a fraudulent check. It was all like a big scam, and it was so, looking back, it was just so confusing, and I should have just not even spoken to this person whatsoever. But come to know that this was all part of a plan to target me. And it's just been one thing after another that I've been dealing with for like years. Multiple people being sent to me, multiple people trying to put me in positions where, and not even trying, successfully put me in situations, and just targeting me, putting me in horrible situations. It's been happening for years, honestly, because even I had opened up an e-crime case in UAE back in 2020 or 2019, I believe 2020, when I opened that case. And that was because I had seen way back from then multiple attempts to get into my Hotmail email. And I was like, I've had this email since I was like 15 years old, 14. Why are people trying to get into this email? Like, it didn't make any sense. Like, what do they want in this email? There's nothing, you know? It didn't dawn on me that what it was that email was connected to my Facebook account, my Meta account, like my Meta business suite, my asset, my ad account. So now, like 4 years later, I understand why they wanted in that email, because they wanted to gain access. But that person who then reached out to me in 2020, I guess because of multiple times of not being able to get into my email with wrong attempts of password and syncing not successful, unsuccessful sync, that they just reached out to me and said, like, would you like to get verified on Instagram? And that's how it basically started with that person. But is it connected with all the other people? Yes. And the story is really, really, really crazy, what has happened to me. And at the end of the day, I've lost. I don't want to say that I'm giving up. Sorry if the light is kind of distracting for you guys. So yeah, this person had reached out to me as a final, attempt to get, to take over my account and my assets. And it had to take that in order to do it. So that happened. And is this linked to other things? Yes. Hopefully one day I'll be able to get into that and tell you guys the extreme of what has been happening to me. There's so many things that I've pieced together and I've investigated into, and I have come to realize, which at that time I was just so full of like creativity and just like motivation and determination to like make it in social media and make it with content creation, and then I would get like little bits and pieces that would keep me going, like becoming a brand ambassador for H&M was a big thing, and I was so happy about that. But little did I know that these small achievements or big achievements really were the very reason why it was just fueling these people to get to me even more, to take my finances, to take my my career, literally everything. I wasn't making anything. I haven't been making anything. They've taken my entire career because there's so much to mention. There's so much to get into. But the most important thing is that I wanted to come on here and let you guys know for my own safety, because my mother's phone is also got hacked. Everyone around my mother also got hacked. And my mother told me that when she was out running some errands, there was a man that followed her from one plaza to another plaza. Like you'd have to drive like 2 to 5 minutes or something. And this is in Canada. So the same person followed her, never bought anything, like came into Baskin Robbins or whatever it was, Dairy Queen or Baskin Robbins, and didn't buy any ice cream, didn't buy anything. And they made eye contact. She said like he was definitely following me. And she didn't realize until a friend that she was with told her, like, this guy's following you. So I have my mother being followed in Canada. They've tried to stop my communication with my mother with taking over her WhatsApp, which I spoke to her to, like, she had to like reinstall it. She's been going to fix her phone, do different things. So my mother's being followed in Canada. They're trying to stop my communication with her. So isolation, missing child being linked to my profile. It's far more complicated than what I'm saying, but again, I'm going to just make it very clear there's a lot of things that I cannot say at this stage and at this point. I'm just kind of giving you guys an update of why it is that I'm not creating, I'm not doing the things that you saw me doing before, and I have not been making any money. I've had people sign me up for packages to come to my house. I've been receiving packages that I never signed up for. That I'm gonna make it very clear to you guys, if you're an influencer, everything that gets sent to you is paid for by someone, or someone is being paid, I'll put it that way. So if it's not you, it's someone else on your behalf. So a lot of that was happening. My ideas have been getting stolen. There's a lot to get into, but this is like a final, just like, I mean, this is an entire like lockdown of my entire, like, to own me, to own my identity, like take over my assets where I don't even have a clue because I'm logging in and everything seems to be the same. But I notice my followers, I'm gaining, like it's going up and immediately down, like it's being extracted, the followers. So I've been earning on average like about 2 million followers every 3 months, but I'm not getting it. It's going to other people who are paying for services to grow their account. So I'm supposed to be in millions of followers because my account has been a shell for some. I haven't been able to survive. I have a trade license, so I'm legally doing this work in the country. I do everything by the book. This is just very much, you know, obviously you have to, but that's the type of person I am, that even I'm not making ends meet, I'm still just getting things done just so I can cover the things to allow me to even do that work. So I'm not surviving. Someone has taken my livelihood from me and controlled the narrative, like controlled my account so that they are the ones earning from it, monetization and getting paid by clients for services. And not only that, they're probably the same group of people who are signing me up for these packages to come to my door, which is all paid for and packaged for me to receive and be happy. And I'm like, where's this coming from? I wanted to put it out there that this is the sort of thing, the level that I'm going through. My mother is being followed. My mother has been hacked. I am hacked. I've been threatened. There's a lot of other things that are taking place that I can't get into, but I want you guys to understand and know that I would never harm myself. I would never, ever commit suicide or something. I lost my dad to suicide and when I was 25 years old, and I think that some of you guys have known that. I've posted about it once probably, and just here and there, discreetly. It's not something I really talk about much. There's a whole story to that, and there's a reason why that happened, which is, you know, a story in itself. So I'm very much, to have a family member that has taken their life, you are highly likely to do that. And so I stand very firm in the fact that I'm such a strong-minded person and I got through that and I won't do that. So I just want to make it clear because as of right now, nothing is really clear on just what extent people will go to at this point. And we'll call this part 1 because I can't get much into other details, but I definitely have some ideas. Not ideas, I know a lot of what's going on. And so, yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know that if you see an ad with my post, the thing is, you can DM me, but I'm not getting my DMs. They are filtering whatever comes to me, whatever I say. I had another friend in Canada who was messaging me on Facebook Messenger, which I had to like get back somehow, which is probably not even my account because I have like evidence of that as well. But she messaged me to check on me, and then we were talking, she was like sending me prayers and how to do certain prayers and to protect myself. And then after that, she wasn't able to send me messages on Facebook Messenger. So she messaged me on WhatsApp because she had my number, my UAE number. And she said, did you delete your Facebook? Like, I tried to message you and it's not going through. I said, nope, that's what they're doing. They're stopping anyone from communicating with me or me communicating with them. They try and stop communication to keep me isolated. I tried to reach out to someone in the US who can help me possibly with my career and everything, and they stopped me from being able to send them messages on Facebook and on LinkedIn. So I told her, no, I didn't delete my account. This is what's happening. And she's like, this is crazy. Like, does your mother know what's going on? Are you okay? I said, yeah, but she's hacked as well. And she's like being followed, like weird things are happening. So I just want to make it public knowledge of this stage in my story and what's going on with me, so that you guys are fully aware, people are aware. And I want the word to get out, because I'm literally fighting for my life right now. Like, I'm not surviving. I'm not okay. Like, I'm okay. I'm strong. They're not gonna, I have God. So, and I do believe that justice will be served. And there are some very, very strong coincidences with certain things happening right now. That's all I'll say. I have a pretty good idea of what's going on. And I'll get more into that in the future. It's scary how people can, see you online and see, your light, how you shine, how you're creative, how you're becoming a brand ambassador, how you're doing certain things, and they want that, and they will stop at nothing to take it from you. I think I'll make some more videos about certain things that will, like, you guys can be the judge. I'll just kind of point you in the right directions. And again, be careful of what I say and how I say it as of this stage. I just wanted you guys to be aware, at least, of this small knowledge of what I'm going through. This is small compared to what's going on, so that at least you have some awareness. And I'm not sitting in the dark. I'm not silent, because I think that's definitely what they want, is me to be silent. Yeah, and they have controlled my account to this extent for me to be silent. I'll say that. Anyway, I just wanted to put it out there, you guys. I wanted to get this off my chest also. Like, I want people to understand that people that are going through something look like me, look like you, look like anyone you know. Not everything you see is how it is. People are going through things. Also, you're going through things without you even knowing, chances are, until it comes to the light, until you realize that maybe you're ruffling someone's feathers that you don't even know that you're doing. Because I've become aware of a lot of things, and it's a really dark place that I'm not sure I want to even continue with. I'm hoping for justice, and I think this is the start of a new chapter in my life. it's definitely given me motivation to be a voice for people that are the voiceless, so to speak, and to bring things to the forefront of just how far people will go, how, you know, how crazy this life is. That being said, this is part 1 of God only knows how many parts, how much I will tell you guys. But yeah, let's just say it's part 1 on this good versus evil journey that I'm so tired of. Putting out someone's light does not make yours shine any brighter. Anything you do in the dark will always come to light. Taking from someone else will never, ever make you something. It will only let people see just how horrible of a person you are. So I'll end it off on that. If you know, you know. I always felt like, you know, just keep shining, just keep going, just keep doing. But oof, they do things behind the scenes to just stop you at anything. I was not even aware that I was being stopped until it's come to the light. It's so crazy. I've had people like these people who were sent to me, plotting against me, whatever you call it. There's certain words for that. Tell me that I'm nothing, I'm not creative, to stop, to that I have to do certain things if I want to continue. All kinds of stuff. And yeah, I'll leave it at that, guys. This is definitely part 1. I do want to keep, I'm not making these videos for fame or anything like that, for clout or anything. I want people to be aware of what I'm going through, because if I'm silent about it and something happens to me, you guys don't even know. And we see it every day. God bless Liam Payne. And you guys can say, like, who are you? You're nobody. You were never on X Factor. You were never this. You were never that. But it turns out that there's a lot of things that I have done that people are not even aware of, and who I am, because of the very people who have been keeping me down. And my progress just completely stopped. And I won't get into that because it's going to name some things that, again, I'll tell you guys in a later stage. So that being said, no weapon against me shall prosper. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll update you guys soon.